Hello, fellow nerds all over the internet. It is Thursday night, October 16th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yahoo!
Another exciting Thursday night to talk about all the great things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, title changes, OMG moments, Hall of Fame inductions.
What?
Yes!
They had a Hall of Fame?
TNA has a Hall of Fame.
TNA has a Hall of Fame?
Yes, and plenty more. I am your host, Jose Casabona, and I'm also the host of the number one show on our channel, The Ravens Flock. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files by Attack Partner for Wrestle Wrewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every week. Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mr. Who?
Actually, that's Doctor Who.
Mr. Juan Rouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
Thank you for that, Doctor. I wasn't thinking that, but okay.
I know. It's called a swerve.
All right. Well, folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard and staying strong and making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there is a way that you can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and it's by doing what you fine folks at home have been doing best, supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, sharing our content to everyone in your life who has an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, and most importantly, subscribing to us and making sure that you hit the notification bell and make sure that it's set up for all alerts, not just for personalized or none, set up for all alerts. The more you do this, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers come out of it, and before you know it, we'll be completely financially self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, I see Mr. Quake over here. He's saying glitch is greater than Kool-Aid. BDE is the future. BDE?
BDE. I
don't know who BDE is.
Now,
and Ulysses Fartknocker was asking whether or not if we had disconnected or if you.
No.
Thankfully, no. Neither of those has happened.
Thankfully, no. Yeah. Now, here on
I was going to ask you. Don't preempt the asking, because asking the question is important here. What is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. So, as we're still heading towards the WWE Survivor Series, the next giant big pay-per-view event to happen ever. Whoa, yeah, thank you. We just passed by an incredible weekend of wrestling with WWE wrapping up their Crown Jewel event, surprisingly not in Saudi Arabia, which means we can talk about it.
Yay!
And TNA also wrapped up their annual pay-per-view event of Bound for Glory, which is their version of WrestleMania in October.
Which is odd, but hey, get it how you live.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to get technical, AEW's Double or Nothing is their WrestleMania in May.
I thought theirs was like All In or All Out or whatever.
Nah, it's Double or Nothing.
Well, I guess this year was nothing.
But that being said, folks, let's not forget that we are in the middle of Halloween season. And the one thing that we need for Halloween is not just costume.
We need a young priest and an old priest, Jose. We need holy water. We need a whole bag of poppy seeds to sprinkle over graves. Okay? We need
Holy water's easy.
Well, yeah, holy water's easy. I could just go to a church and I could scoop a little bit.
Get a vial, and it must be at least 10% by volume.
Yeah, so I'll take that vial, add it to a gallon or whatever, or take a couple vials and bada bing, bada boom, we got holy water. Get ourselves a couple of super soaker rifles and we're good to go.
While I can't guarantee that the power of Christ will compel us, well, actually, no, it will compel our enemies.
Okay, do we have any silver?
Yes.
Okay, is it of a high enough silver content where if you were to use them, say, as a knuckle duster, you'd be able to punch werewolves and it would burn them?
If a werewolf tried to bite me on the ear, it'd get a burn on his tongue.
Okay, that's progress. That's hopeful. That's
I'm
good.
wearing silver jewelry.
I'm going to have to shatter that delusion right now. We do not have any of those items, but we do have
What
one.
the fuck? But we have silver.
We have plenty of silver.
Okay, we have silver.
We got silver.
I can make knuckle dusters.
I don't need to make. I don't actually need a young priest or an old priest.
Yeah,
I've
young
seen people do it a couple of times. You know, I've watched it do it. I've read a lot about how it gets done. It's no problem.
One, you're forgetting one key thing. First of all, Casper reference. Number two,
Thank you.
you're forgetting one thing that we do need.
And what's that?
We need energy!
Hey,
Yay!
And that is thanks to our partners over at Glitch Energy, the specially formulated smart energy blend to keep all the geeks and nerds energized and to enjoy the flavors. Comes with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 lag, and of course 0 crash. Make sure you bookmark glitchenergy.com on your web browser and stay up to date for all their announcements. For instance, speaking of Halloween, Glitch brought back the Screamsicle flavor.
For the Halloween's flavor, yes. It's blood orange popsicle flavor. Blah, 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 blah.
Blood Orange Popsicle is still good.
Blah, blah.
blood orange popsicle is amazing. I can agree with that. But orange creamsicle is the GOAT.
Fair.
Blah, blah, blah.
But for fans out there who love blood orange popsicles, this Screamsicle flavor is available right now. Get it while it's still Halloween season. I can't guarantee you how long it's gonna last.
No, seriously, we got people buying it up like crazy, and in the official Glitch Energy Discord server, where all the fans and everybody in the Glitch community, they are showing off their Screamsicle orders. People are buying these up. You need to buy it before others do. You want to make sure that you get ahead of the Joneses. For the love of God, get ahead of them.
And of course, if you're broke-ass nerds like us, then and you can't afford to get it at full price, that's okay too, because Glitch Energy works with you through their Cash App Afterpay program. For interest-free payments split up every 2 weeks of $8.74 until you're able to pay off the full retail price.
And what's great about this is, if you do it right, like we do, then you can schedule the payments to come out the same times as your paychecks every 2 weeks on there. So easy peasy, you won't even miss it. You won't even know it was there until the entire order is paid off.
And guess what? We've got your back too, because if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order, so don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code, get your hands on that Screamsicle while you still can.
And while supplies last, yes, please, for the love of God. We want to once again thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravensflock.
All right, here we go. So we've got a lot to talk about here, so we're going to kick things off by discussing WWE's Crown Jewel in Perth, Western Australia. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Okie dokie. The main thing that we're going to talk about, of course, is the main event of WWE's Crown Jewel. And this one is a one-on-one match for the Crown Jewel Championship. I'm not kidding. This has been a thing since last year. Like, WWE has been running Crown Jewel pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia since 2018, but now
Look at how gigantic and obnoxiously large and obscene this beautiful and glorious Crown Jewel logo is.
Oh, hang on a minute, Juan. You have to say it with an Australian accent, Mike.
Crikey. Yeah, that's as close to an Australian accent as you
Yeah, we can't make Saudi Arabia jokes anymore.
No, we'll still make plenty of Saudi Arabia jokes. Just not in this particular episode tonight.
Fair enough. It's a one-on-one contest. Both men who are renewed their rivalry from 3 years ago are going back at it as the undisputed WWE Champion,
Cody he's actually going ahead and facing his demons over here, and he's actually responding to the fact that he and Seth Rollins have actually gone into each other and they're trying to figure out the fact that Seth Rollins was actually helping him out in the middle of the WrestleMania Endgame story from 2 years ago that actually allowed him to become the WWE Disputed Champion in the first place, but now Cody Rhodes is actually facing the demons, and Seth Rollins is also the World Heavyweight Champion, and he's actually trying to take it off, but at the end of the day, it's all a matter of who can actually be the better champion. On top of this, not just a better competitor, but also whoever carries himself as a champion, Cody Rhodes
versus the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
And just like it was described it was described to us last night, Seth Rollins is wrestling Jared Leto, except without the pervy accusations that we know of.
Ah! That is true. And also, like I said, this is a renewed rivalry because ever since Cody Rhodes made his return to WWE at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas in 2022, his first match was against Seth Rollins, in which he won. He wrestled Seth Rollins again in Backlash, and the third time in Hell in a Cell, which is one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches ever because Cody Rhodes wrestled with a freaking torn pec.
Yep, and we saw the gigantic... Yeah, ew. If there was one thing that K-Storm can remember, it was that gigantic red and blue and purple splotch of doom from where Cody's pectoral muscle was supposed to be.
God, goodness gracious. And, of course... keeping up with wrestling continuity, Seth Rollins was an integral part of the whole story
of WrestleMania Endgame.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know anyone else who's actually calling it that, even though that is the most apt description for it, because you had every babyface who possibly can come in to help Cody came in to help Cody.
Yep. You've had main event Jey Uso, you've got John Cena, you've got The Undertaker, and you've got Seth freaking Rollins.
In his old Shield attire, just to give Roman Reigns that extra psychological warfare bite.
Exactly. It was great. It was amazing. And now these two guys are going at it again, but this time with higher stakes. And before you say anything, no, I'm not talking about actual food stakes.
What the fuck is the point of all this?
For the Crown Jewel Championship.
The what?
Yeah. It's not enough for WWE to have Crown Jewel pay-per-view events every year. Why don't we double it down and actually make a freaking Champion of Champions thing? It's so weird.
But what happens to the belt? Who gets to take it home? Do you actually get to take it home?
Oh, no, you don't only get a belt, Juan. You also get a very fancy, expensive ring to go with the belt.
To go with the belt, so you do get to take the belt home?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
Bullshit.
I call bullshit. Oh my god.
I'll tell you what's not bullshit, the wrestling quality in the main event of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. These two guys have an incredible history of rivalries and shared and common enemies and finishing stories and all that shebang. And now it's all coming together in this Crown Jewel main event. You see Cody Rhodes delivering right hands against Seth freaking Rollins just to remind him of who he's facing. This is a different landscape. And these are fighting champions.
Yay. And so obviously Cody Rhodes starting off with the early advantage. Vicente Guerrero is in the chat here. Hey, Vicente Guerrero, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. He was over here saying, I watched some Ariel Helwani interviews the last few days. Butterbean was a guest, and he talked about DDP yoga helping him. Butterbean is now only 280 pounds. Says he was not that weight since he was in the 5th grade.
No way! Way to go, Butter!
Congratulations to him on his health journey. He is making the choices that are most appropriate for him.
And thank you again to Diamond Dallas Page. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Maybe he really is a wizard. I don't know. But Butterbean, yes, congratulations. And yes, he was 500 pounds prior to DDP yoga and nearly bedridden.
Wait, DDP does yoga?
Yeah, Diamond Dallas Page does yoga.
And it's great!
Yeah, no, it's fucking scary good.
Now, Vicente Guerrero also asks, why
did Crown Jewel go from Saudi Arabia to Australia? Not that I'm complaining, since lots of talent did not want to be in Saudi over the years. The answer to that is, don't think about it, Morty.
Exactly. Now let's continue on with talking about the main event because these two boys didn't waste enough time and took the fight at ringside. Yeah, I know they're men. They took the fight at ringside with Cody immediately slamming Seth Rollins onto the announce desk. Of course, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett getting out of dodge, respectively. But Seth Rollins, unfortunately, was able to turn the tables on the roller coaster. He was with Cody Rhodes hanging on by the security barricade. Seth Rollins leaped over the barricade and delivered his curb stomp on the back of Cody's head.
Jesus!
Yes. No. This is Seth Rollins is not pulling any punches against him. In fact, pulling another page off of Cody's book. He uses one of the famous submission holds, the figure 4 leg lock, and he locks it in on Cody Rhodes. Cody has always been known to lock it first, but Seth Rollins, of course, plays the reverse Uno card on.
No, you.
Exactly.
He played the ultimate reverse Uno. No, you.
Now, of course, Cody struggled to try to get out of the hold, but because he is a master at this type of wrestling, he was able to go over to the opposite side and reverse the pressure on Seth Rollins. And then he makes his comebacks. He hits the right hands. He hits the uppercuts and power slam. He then goes for the Cody Cutter.
Yay!
Now,
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough, but unfortunately to put down Seth Rollins. Now here's the thing. Now there was an instance where Seth Rollins earlier dodged a Cody Cutter and turned it into like a power bomb, like a catching like a power bomb position, which is fun. Makes sense. Yeah, but Cody was able to dodge it this time. And then following up with that is, of course, Seth Rollins turning the tables once again and hitting the pedigree on Cody Rhodes. Triple H would be happy.
It was. Except his form wasn't right. You're supposed to have the guy's head directly underneath. He's not supposed to just wedgie it on for your dry humping is the back of his neck.
Yep. All right, let's continue. And yeah, you know what? I guess we're done ripping off moves from wrestling legends. Let's go ahead and rip off moves from our mortal enemies. As Roman Reigns steals a page from Roman Reigns' book and uses the crossroads on Cody, but as Roman Reigns figured it out, that move hasn't put away anybody.
So yeah, no, but basically he tried to do Cody's move on him and it didn't work.
All right. And then having enough of this crap, Seth freaking Rollins decided, wait a minute, what am I doing stealing moves? What? I stomp people!
In the back of their head.
Let me go ahead and do that.
And again.
But Cody Rhodes was able to kick out after 2. The resilient champion would not stay down.
Which one? There are 2 champions.
Okay, well, the American Nightmare will not stay down.
There you go. See? Differentiate, brother. If you're not gonna... If you got too many pronouns in the freaking delivery, at the very least, you can differentiate which guy is freaking using which moves. Freaking hell.
Indeed. And Cody Rhodes, of course, is going for broke. He locks in the Crossroads and he delivers it 3 times. He gets the Crossroads Trinity, but surprisingly, Seth Rollins kicked out.
Oh no, how dare he?
But now it's time to crank this excitement up from 11 to 1 trillion because Seth Rollins goes to the top rope and hits a coast-to-coast flying headbutt.
With Cody hanging on as he was placed in a tree of woe position, why the hell would he put himself and try to grab onto the ropes this way? That would leave him in the perfect position to be on the receiving end of this coast-to-coast headbutt. That's just impractical.
I mean,
if you're trying to escape, what you would do is you would try to wriggle your feet out from being stuck under the edge of the turnbuckle there in order to slide out and under the way.
Yeah.
But rather than do that, Cody's trying to show off that he never skips abs a day and is just sitting up from being stuck in the turnbuckles. But oh no, in the middle of the sit-up, Seth Rollins hits him with that headbutt.
That's a good headcanon. I'm going to use that.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Who cares? We got a cool move out of Seth Rollins.
I care, okay? I care about logic, all right? I care about shit making sense. You want me to just willy-nilly tra-la-la-la-la and sa-sis-boom-ba with the stuff? Fine, but at least be freaking logical.
Okay,
If
but
you're
allow
not
me
gonna
to...
be logical, not even meteorological, just logical. If you're not even gonna try that,
I was
ain't
going to say,
try.
meteorological, kind of like how Seth Rollins launched like a meteor.
You mean like this?
Exactly.
What the fuck is this?
That is an avalanche Spanish fly from the top turnbuckle, my friend. Seth
Oh my
Rollins
God.
locked it in. Cody Rhodes was on the receiving end, unfortunately, but Cody Rhodes was able to kick out on both the coast-to-coast headbutt and the Spanish fly.
Ah,
Woo, man.
this is freaking disgusting. I love it. What the hell?
All right, and of course, having enough, Cody Rhodes was able to get back on his feet. He goes for his finishing move. He goes for the crossroads, but he doesn't stop there. He's gonna follow in Seth Rollins' Seth's example and take it all the way up. And he hits an avalanche crossroads from the top turnbuckle, but Seth Rollins still kicks out after 2. It is amazing. It is crazy.
I can see there's a whole bunch of yellow in the background there. What is up with all these people wearing yellow? Is that like a sports team thing there?
Well,
No, wait, that's a John Cena thing, isn't it?
yeah, they were supporting John Cena because John Cena wore yellow and green.
Okay, I see. Okay, so he was they were rocking the official John Cena's farewell tour t-shirt.
Exactly.
Okay, see, I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. Like, why is there so many yellow?
It's okay.
Why is there so much yellow? I don't get it.
And in the final seconds of the match, Cody Rhodes picks up Seth Rollins. He tries to go for another crossroads, but then Seth Rollins reaches in for his tights, and he pulls out a Rolex watch that was gifted to him, and he uses it as a weapon to clock Cody Rhodes in the head with the referee down.
Okay,
Fake
two
Rolex.
things. One,
Fake,
clock him with a wristwatch. Ha.
Ha.
Number 2,
fake Rolex.
yeah, that shit's fake.
Well, obviously it's fake.
And number 3, more importantly, a Rolex? Really? A wristwatch? No. A wristwatch. Yeah, that shit is gonna hurt, but it's not gonna be this gigantic fucking thing. If you had a knuckle duster, if you had brass nuts, that's one thing. But you can't fucking replace brass nuts with a fucking wristwatch? Not in that kind of freaking position.
Okay, but let me offer you a counter argument. With the watch instead of a brass knuckles, you're guaranteed to have your timing right.
I'm just gonna skip to the end now. You suck.
So Seth Rollins clocks Cody Rhodes in the face with the
Again with the puns!
with the Rolex, hits the curb stop to pin and win. Your winner and this year's Crown Jewel champion, Seth freaking Rollins. He finally overcame his 3-0 loss record against Cody Rhodes.
Good on him. Congratulations. What does that earn him? A ring and a championship belt that he doesn't actually get to keep.
I mean,
Seriously, he doesn't get to keep it. He doesn't get to freaking take it home, and neither did the winner of the women's Crown Jewel championship.
Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, no. They get to pose with him. They get to freaking get the ring. That's nice, but they don't get to take the belt. They don't actually get to take those belts home. If I remember correctly, when Crown Jewel was in Saudi Arabia, they had a fucking thing where they were setting up the Crown Jewel championship belt to be set up on display in Saudi Arabia and could not leave the country. When did that change?
That's a good freaking question.
Does Perth, Australia now have custody of those championship belts?
Not that I know of.
Then what the fuck?
Honestly, I have no clue what's going on, but the main event match was awesome, and the rest of the pay-per-view itself was also pretty cool as well. John Cena and AJ Styles, they had an incredible match continuing John Cena's farewell tour, with John Cena pulling out all the finishing moves from his past mortal enemies.
And so was AJ Styles. He was paying homage to every TNA championship match and rival that he had as well.
Yeah, exactly. Stephanie Vaquer won the women's Crown Jewel title against Tiffany Stratton, which...
Go fucking figure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was hoping that Tiffy Time would win, but yeah, okay, Stephanie Vaquer deserves it just as well.
Of course.
Yeah. And of course, Bronson Reed destroying Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight. Yeah.
Roman lost, LOL?
Roman lost, LOL, to Bronson Reed. Holy shit.
Bronson Reed. The same Bronson Reed whose only thing was that his nickname is Big, as in Big Bronson Reed.
Well, here's the thing. The Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso, tried to help Roman, but that cost Roman Reigns. And Roman was shouting at him, saying, like, I don't want to see you again until Christmas.
Like, no, I'm angry with you. I don't want to see you again until Christmas time. Oh my god, what the hell?
Now, to briefly get into the aftermath of Crown Jewel before we get into the main review, Seth Rollins, of course, celebrated his victory on Monday Night Raw, but at the end of Monday Night Raw, in the fallout, he was betrayed by his own faction of the Vision.
That's big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
And Braun Breaker. Yep.
They kind of took Paul Heyman hostage with them.
Pretty much. So, and unfortunately, it was reported that Seth Rollins will be taking time off because he suffered a dislocated, I don't know if it's a torn shoulder or a dislocated shoulder. I'll have to do some research on that, but he's taking some time off. We have no idea how long he's going to be on the shelf, and this better not be fucking bullshit like last time, because WWE have a very bad habit of crying wolf, if you know what I mean.
No, we do know.
You said he's on the shelf. I guess he's the WWE's elf on a shelf.
Jokes aside, we do wish Seth freaking Rollins a full speedy recovery.
Seriously, hurry the fuck up.
Yes.
Let me take a look over here in the chat before we continue. Seth finally beats Cody. Shades of Eddie and Ray. Eric Butterbean Surge is living well. DDP Yoga is a modern Tybo. Vicente, he's Roman Reigns' boy. Okay, Mr. Quake, that's wild as hell. Let's see. Vicente Guerrero, Seth with a coast-to-coast headbutt or headbutt at all? When did Seth become Samoan? Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? Cody hits Seth with a Rolex watch. Ric Flair would be pissed. Yeah, I'd be pissed if it was a real Rolex.
Every time I hear someone say Seth freaking Rollins, I always have to repeat in my head in Peter Griffin's voice.
Seth freaking Rollins. Holy crap, it's Seth freaking Rollins. Totally right, Quake. I almost forgot the Roman connection. Yeah, no, I remember that here. An Australian street fight. Winner gets a kangaroo for a week. Yeah, but how the hell are you going to get it through customs? You can't take a kangaroo out of Australia willy-nilly like that.
I'd settle for a koala bear.
No, you don't take a koala bear with you. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yo, there's kangaroos at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, you could just freaking visit them at the zoo.
One.
Just visit them at the zoo. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, true. All right, well, anyway, so that was WWE's Crown Jewel Perth. I'm happy that we got to see it, and I don't feel bad about watching it.
Yay.
Yay!
We can watch it a little bit more ethically, enjoying that.
And now let's get into this week's edition of WWE NXT. Because we start after the shit that happened on NXT's Showdown, we open things up with a fiery promo from the current defending NXT champion, Absolute Ricky Saints.
Ah, cool.
Yep.
What the hell is? Oh my god. What is that mark on Ricky Saints' head? What the hell happened to him there?
Likely a battle scar from last week's Showdown when he faced off against 4-on-1 against the entire Team TNA.
No, but look at that shit. That looks like a freaking tire mark on his head.
Yeah, that is weird.
No, that's fucking radical. It's fucking badass. It's frightening because I don't know what the implications on that are, but it's badass.
All right, so before we got to see Trick Williams at all, Ricky Saints was in the ring by himself, and he cut a promo of how he proved last week that he is a fighting man, he is a fighting champion, and that Trick Williams proved that at the first sign of trouble, he'll tuck and run. And having enough of that bullshit, Ricky Saints has called out Trick Williams. He wants to face Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc, and he will defend the NXT Championship to do so.
Well, good luck with that over here, Tricky Willie. It's not as if the good news is that it's not as if he has anything worth defending himself over here. Like, for instance, I don't know, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship?
More on that later. So Trick Williams gets onto Titantron, because he's not there in person, typical. He gets onto Titantron, and he, of course, brags and boasts about how he's a bigger star, and that he downplays Ricky Saints as a challenger, and he will come after Ricky Saints on his own terms, that kind of stuff.
AKA, he's proudly proclaiming himself a bitch.
Yeah, he is. So So, precisely. So Halloween Havoc is going to be on Saturday, October 25th. We're still about a good week and a half away from the pay-per-view event, so there's still plenty of time to see what'll happen between Pretty Ricky and Trick Willie.
Okay, I don't know what the hell you were trying to do with those voices, but okay. No, seriously though.
Amen. I'm not trying to do anything with Pretty Ricky and Cool Tricky willy nilly.
I'm just gonna go to the next.
You feel me? No.
No, I don't. No one feels that.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, time to turn your frown upside down, Wancho, because I don't give a fuck what people say. I am biased, and so is Juan, especially when it comes to this match, including this star, as Josh Briggs, Mr. Mayhem, goes one-on-one against TNA's own, always ready, Matt Cardona.
Yeah!
That's right. Matt Cardona makes his return to the WWE ring since 2019.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Hang on.
6 years since Matt Cardona was fired by WWE due to budget cuts.
He could have let his career end right then and there. He could have let himself languish by the wayside, but instead, Matt Cardona cast aside the persona of Zack Ryder, let Zack Ryder be in the past where he belonged, and he reinvented himself as the king of the deathmatch, the indie god, the complete, always ready Matt Cardona.
Hells yeah! And the fans were going crazy for this match.
You! It's Zack Ryder, it's Matt Cardona! It is the Woo Kid!
The OG Internet Champion, god damn it! In case you could not tell, I am very excited of the participation of Matt Cardona in this match.
Well, of course. All right, let's get into it. So, it's Matt Cardona versus Josh Briggs. That's right. Josh Briggs took exception to Matt Cardona interfering on last week's show, and now these two are going at it. Josh Briggs, of course, leveling out Matt Cardona here with power move after power move, and the fans were going crazy for this match. Like, the way they were chanting, Josh, go away. Matt, you can stay.
You're fucking kidding. You're joking.
Nope.
You're joking.
No,
you're shitting me.
I shit you not.
God.
This match, out of all the matches on NXT, was the one that got the loudest of crowd reactions.
Holy shit. Oh my god, that is so stupid. I love it.
Of course. Now, Matt Cardona tried an earlier attempt to hit the Unpretty Her, finishing move based from his wife, but Josh Briggs was able to reverse it and used his power once again to level out Matt Cardona with a choke slam, but Matt was able to kick out after 2.
Fuck you.
Fuck you indeed. And then, close to the end of the match, Josh Briggs tries to cheat yet again, pulls out his chain necklace, tries to use it as a weapon, but the referee pulls away the chain necklace from Josh Briggs, and Matt Cardona was finally able to hit the radio silence, aka... But Josh Briggs was able to kick out. It's crazy. Josh Briggs kicked out of the radio silence.
You mean this one?
Yes, that one. So Matt Cardona tries to gear up. He tries to go for the radio silence yet again. But Josh Briggs was able to reverse it. And Josh Briggs was able to catch Matt Cardona and hit him with another choke slam to pin and win. Your winner, Josh Briggs. Josh pinned Matt Cardona.
No.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's later. You don't have to show that right now.
Okay, sorry about that. No, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Seriously, what the fuck?
Oh my god. I am two minds of this. On the one hand, yeah, that's a big W for Josh Briggs to have under his belt as he's trying to build his some credibility in himself and trying to build momentum as a serious top competitor. But on the other hand, it would have been cooler if Matt Cardona got his first win in 6 years.
Well, first in his first WWE match in 6 years.
Yes. I'm two minds about this. Juan, what do you think?
Okay. The wrestling aficionado in me is saying, Okay, I agree with you there, Jose. It is important for Josh Briggs, who is the younger talent, who is the newer talent, who is actually contracted to WWE with the potential of going up in the roster in the future, for him to show his work and the fact that he would work with Matt Cardona and make everything look well. And Matt Cardona made him look like a big, powerful threat in the ring. It just goes to show that that Josh Briggs has what it takes to be a proper wrestler in WWE. So I understand that.
Okay. Okay.
The fan in me is saying, fuck you, Matt Cardona's the man.
Can you tell that Juan's biased as fuck?
Okay, I would be louder, but I'm trying to be nice to these assholes downstairs.
It's okay, dude. Don't worry about
It's
it.
never okay. It will never be okay. Okay?
Don't worry. Matt Cardona will get his win back. It was still nice to see him in a WWE ring again. No, shh. It's okay. It's okay. You enjoy your wafers, man.
I got the strawberry wafer cookies.
Well, that's good. That's good.
This was one of my favorites.
Aww. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any really cool, exciting segments to talk about this week, not even backstage ones, so I'm going to skip over to a match that was alright. And honestly, the only image I was able to pull that had any relevance was the end of the triple threat tag team match. It was between The Culling, Chase U, and Hank and Tank. And what happened afterwards was that we got the return of this team of Lucian, Price, and Bronco Nima. I forgot they exist.
I don't even remember they existed in the first place. Who the fuck are these guys?
They were kind of paired up with Jada Parker for a while. They were led by Scripts.
Oh no. Oh,
It's that group.
No. What the fuck?
It's that group.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Scripts?
Well, don't
Really?
worry. Scripts is far removed from WWE. It's okay, Juan. We don't have to consume scripts.
I'm going against the script. Vicente Guerrero in the chat, getting fired by WWE was the best thing that happened to Matt Cardona. Without that, we would have no King of the Indies or Deathmatch King runs. And then he goes ahead and says, WWE jobs out Matt Cardona again. How shocking.
But then Mr. Quake doubled down saying, Matt Cardona, karma for crapping WWE, spade to spade. Ouch.
Dude, he was doing that as part of his rebuild. If Matt Cardona actually had any serious bad blood about his time in WWE, he would have shat all over it and never gone back to it. No, and he realized instead of trying to rebuild himself to go back to WWE, he went in to rebuild himself as a proper independent wrestler so that people can take him much more seriously, and so he could build a reputation that would overshadow his time in WWE.
Yeah, exactly. He's awesome. He's a trailblazer. In fact, I think if wrestlers who are fired by WWE want to make it big in the independents, like Matt Cardona is a good case to study.
Yeah, it's what do you call it? A blessing in disguise is what Mr. Quake's saying. And Vicente says, I mean, Matt Cardona had foot cancer at some point in his life. Badass that he wrestles at all. Even more impressed that he's gone on to be a bad motherfucker. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, no worries, sir.
Now let's go into some really No, let's not talk about that. Let's go into a really cringy segment about people pretending to be bad motherfuckers, and we get a backstage segment of The Fatal Influence.
Okay, so we have Fallon Henley, the NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, and who's their new girl now? I'm sorry?
Lainey Reed.
Okay, Lainey Reed. Thank you for that. All right.
Yep. That's pretty much what the backstage segment is, just to announce that Lainey Reed's a new member of the Fatal Influence, and how she replaced the weak link that they had to cut out, which is very insulting considering who they are referring to and the circumstances behind Jasmine Nix's walking away from WWE.
She was being granted a pretty nice contract, not the best one, but if Jasmine Nix can't budget, then I don't get it.
Yeah, but still, that's insulting to put on TV. Really?
Did they mention Jasmine Nix by name though?
No.
Okay, then no, they're not shitting on her in actuality. They're using the fact that they dumped her as part of the storyline over here. They're trying to build on that as a...
I know. I just thought that was kind of rude.
Kind of rude? Of course it was kind of rude. These guys are bad girls. They're the fatal influence. They're supposed to be kind of rude. They're supposed to be heels, and they're supposed to be horrible, horrible bitches. It's but the only thing that's horrible to me is the fact that I can tell Fallon Henley's wearing flesh tone fishnet stockings from this angle, but that's just me. I don't know why I was focusing on that, though.
Jesus, dude!
These are sexy women, okay? If they are sexies, I look and I observe things. I can't help that.
And yes, Mr. Quake did point out a good point. Jasmine Nix realized WWE is cutthroat, WWE is petty, and it is a business.
And I guess that's just not her bag right now. But Jasmine Nix is still brand new to the business. We'll just wait and see if she even decides to continue.
But Mr. Quake drops some good news. Ridge Holland will be out of WWE.
Yay! Fuck you. That's what you get for breaking Big E's neck.
Yeah. All right, now let's get over to the main event. And this is a big
so
main
there wasn't
event.
A bad match? There wasn't anything else?
No. We're going
No honorable mention either?
Nope. Because we're going to go straight to the number one contenders women's battle royal. 20 participants are in this. We're not only seeing women from the NXT division, but also women from WWE Evolve and TNA Wrestling.
What? Really?
Yeah.
We're getting some TNA babes up in this house?
Hells yeah. We've got we got Zaya Brookside, Lei Ying Lee. We've got Victoria Crawford representing TNA.
Yeah, FKA
Alicia Fox.
Yeah, Alicia Fox. So,
and from WWE Evolve, you've got Kendall Gray, and you've got the Evolve champion, Callie Armstrong, and everybody else is all NXT here. Look at that. You've
Lola
got
Vice, Thea Hale, the NXT Speed and Women's North American champ, Sol Ruka. I don't see Zarya.
Actually, that's because this is an older picture. Sol Ruka gave up her spot to Zarya so that Zarya could participate in the Battle Royal. So that was very nice of her.
Okay, yeah, no, I suppose
Yay!
that's nice of her. Let's see. Oh, we even have Miss NXT herself, Ariana Grace. Isn't that wonderful?
Aww.
And our favorite scary teehee girl, Tatum Paxley.
Yes.
Yum.
You also and you already said Jordan Grace, right?
The juggernaut mom.
You also got Lash Legend, Lola Vice.
We've got the inspiration, or is it just one of them?
Oh no, you've got the inspiration, the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. I forgot about them. They're representing TNA.
All right. Plenty of ladies filling up this match. Lots of bodies throwing around, and I like seeing female bodies throwing around and flying around the place because I am a horrible, weird person like that.
Insert Drowning Pool song lyric here.
Let the bodies, yeah, you know the rest.
Yep, we got a full picture of the kickoff of the Battle Royal.
Oh,
you see
there's Zarya.
Yep, you see all 20 participants going at each other, and you can tell who's fighting who. Let's see here. Yep, you got Zarya. She's over there fighting over there, and you've got Callie Armstrong fighting against Kendall Gray. There's Lash Legend all the way over to the left.
Holy shit! Who the hell is she kicking down? Is that Jada Parker?
Yes.
He's like, motherfucker! What are you doing being the TNA?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Izzy Dame is also in this Battle Royal.
Oh, yeah, Izzy Dame. I saw that. I saw her with the freaking in the picture with the freaking baseball bat or some shit.
I think so.
I don't fucking know.
Anyways,
I miss Thea Hale though. I want to see more Thea Hale action.
She's in there.
Where is she though? I don't see her.
Okay. Oh,
is that her upside down in the middle of the fucking rope?
Yes, but
in the foreground.
Yeah, but it'll take more than that to get her eliminated. Unfortunately, the first one eliminated is Carmen Petrovic, and she was wrestling in Evolve.
Carmen ain't doing much.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so continuing on with the action, we get some incredible, funny moments here.
What the fuck is
here,
this?
here over by the ring
What
apron,
the fuck?
it's Ariana Grace and Victoria Crawford. They're like about to fight each other.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter or Tekken on the apron?
Yeah.
The fuck you think this is fucking Zelina Vega and Xia Li fucking do that in the Royal Rumble a couple years back? What the fuck?
And after that crazy silliness, unfortunately, both women get eliminated at the same time.
Oh, we were supposed to have fun.
Yeah,
How
well,
dare you.
sorry, Juan. Not all girls are allowed to have fun.
But girls just want to have fun. What the fuck, man? This is not fair.
I know. We also get now over here in an incredible display of power. Zarya hoists Mara Sade over her shoulders, tries to eliminate her. Mara Sade gets back into the ring, and then this is cool. They don't have a picture of it, and I'm angry that they don't. But there was a moment where Lash Legend was about to eliminate her former Metaphor partner Mara Sade, and instead they hugged it out, only for Zarya to bump into Lash Legend, which caused Mara Sade to get bumped out.
We had a nice little cinematic moment, and Zarya's like, lol, no point.
Exactly.
Hold on, real quick here. Who is this over here, and why is this the most unfortunate position you could be in?
That is Kendall Gray, and she was about to slam Jesse McKay's head onto the turnbuckle pad.
Meanwhile, Jordan Grace, the juggernaut muscle mommy, is in the background, like, just waiting my time, biding my time. I ain't gonna fuck around. I'm gonna let Zarya do the heavy lifting, and then I'll take her from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. But that is actually kind of like hilarious and sad in a way, because this is fucking funny.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like belittle or besmirch anything. I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. Poor Tatum Paxley. She's like, I don't know where I am anymore. She's just on the ground. What the fuck?
Well, she's still in the game. She hasn't lost yet. Now, and here, Jada Parker got eliminated first by Lash Legend, and Jada Parker threw a temper tantrum at ringside, knocking down officials around her, until Lash Legend was dethroned out by every woman in the Battle Royale, and they chucked her outside onto the officials, and Lash Legend and Jada Parker were duking it out at ringside.
Oh my god.
Damn, that shit was funny.
Oh, hey, Matthew Coburn's in the chat. How's it going, Matthew Coburn? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. It's a lady scramble rumble, like she was trying to do a haka dance. No, seriously.
And unfortunately, more eliminations were piling up. We got the elimination of other competitors until it was down to these people. We got Jordan Grace. You've got Thea Hell taking it to the sky. Then you've got Zarya, Jessie McKay, Kendall Gray, Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no, these are the women that's left. And yeah, no, Thea Hale isn't going down without a fight, Juan. You see that.
Yeah, I like my Thea Hale and I like my Tatum Paxley. Goddamn.
Exactly. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Now, Zarya, of course, has Izzy Dame dead to rights. She's sitting on the top turnbuckle, locking in a chokehold, trying to force Izzy Dame to pass out to toss her over the top rope and continue pressing on in this match. However, Zarya took her eye off the ball after her BFF champ Sol Ruka was at ringside, and she was blindsided by Blake Monroe.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, wait, hold on. Was Sol Ruka there to interfere for Zarya, or was she there to, like, cheer her on, or what was going on?
I think she was there to cheer her on, and then Blake Monroe blindsided Sol Ruka and knocked her into the steel steps.
And this was enough to distract Zarya, and what? Did she get eliminated?
She got eliminated by Izzy Dame.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, fuck you, Blake Monroe.
The same Blake
dastardly, blonde, buxom bitch. The nerve, the gall, the glamour.
The same Blake Monroe that got the win on Zarya in an earlier one-on-one match before the Battle Royal.
Are you fucking serious? So she's just like, oh, hey, by the way, fuck you again.
Adding insult to injury.
What the hell? That is such rude bullshit. How dare she?
Now, this part I want to talk about. This is a really cool moment. I sent you a video of it on social media.
I wasn't able to see it. I was busy.
Okay, so what happened here is that Kalani Jordan got tangled up with Jordan Grace in this position. So Jordan Grace used her strength. Yeah, so
lucky.
So Jordan Grace used her strength and then swung around Kalani Jordan like a pendulum before dropping her. But Kalani Jordan was able to land on her hands. She pulls a Kofi Kingston.
No,
and she was able to.
The fucking,
she handstand her way to get her legs onto the bottom rope. You tried to use her core strength to elevate herself back up, but then Jordan Grace just stomps her off and eliminates her.
So close. That is impressive. impressive, though. I'll say that. At least this was creative. This was different. This was at least a little bit more interesting visually. I don't know what the fuck Brian Alvarez is smoking, but clearly he needs a better strain, because he's over here complaining that he hates watching NXT because it's all boring, and he projects all the fucking problems that AEW has onto NXT like a fucking nerd. But Brian Alvarez doesn't know what the fuck he's missing out. If
he's just as bad as his tag partner Meltzer.
Seriously, it's like he's just sucking off on Meltzer's teat.
The only difference is that Brian Alvarez can actually talk.
Yeah, whereas as Dave Meltzer, and and when you consider actually the light, it's like the best guy, Tony Khan. No,
please stop doing that, please.
He's a fucking mushmouth moron, but whatever.
Anyways, so let's get over. We're close to the finish. We're down to the final four. We're down to Tatum Paxley, Kendall Gray, Jordan Grace, and Izzy Dame.
Holy shit.
And the fans were going crazy for Kendall Gray because Kendall Gray must be doing something right over on WWE Evolve to earn this much fan support.
She's the Evolve Women's Champion. Of course, people want to cheer for the underdog here. Tatum Paxley, she's our favorite tee creepy girl. The muscle mommy Jordan Grace. No explanation required. Izzy Dame, I see why they're hating on her, because she's the fucking de facto heel and all this shit. She's the one who's been healing it up like nobody's business.
Exactly. And speaking of heel work, go ahead. We see Izzy Dame. She grabs Kendall Gray, tosses her around like a rag doll. Unfortunately, Kendall Gray gets eliminated, and we're down to the final three women. And yep. So here's what happened. Let me explain what happened before we share that. So, okay. So Tatum Paxley struggles with Jordan Grace against the ring apron. Tatum Paxley locks in Jordan Grace onto a chokehold. Tatum Paxley standing on the apron. Jordan Grace is still in the ring. Mm-hmm. Izzy Dame tries to go for a clothesline to eliminate Jordan. Mm-hmm. And then some bullshit happens. She overshoots Izzy Dame, and Jordan Grace get eliminated. And Tatum Paxley wins the Battle Royal by accident. Your winner and going to Halloween Havoc to challenge for the NXT Women's title, Tatum Paxley. I am perfectly okay with this.
And of course, her old BFF Lyra Valkyria is as president of NXT to cheer on and congratulate her friend over here. Is Izzy Dame the one who's like manipulating Tatum Paxley right now?
Yeah,
having her be part of the culling with
Sean Spears.
Yeah. So Izzy Dame, in her quest to I'm gonna fucking beat everyone, and then it'll just be me and Tatum, and I'll make Tatum eliminate herself for me, kind of bullshit. Let me guess, there was some sort of hint that was something that she was gonna try to do.
We haven't seen it on TV yet, but we're likely gonna see it. We're likely gonna see those seeds planted next week
with the whole thing of Halloween Havoc. I'll bet your dollars to donuts that that Izzy Dame is going to be in jealous fit and pissy and moaning like, oh no, I should have been the one to win that championship qualifying Rumble match, not you. You won it by accident. You're not a real winner. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I can't wait to see what costumes the wrestlers will wear at Halloween Havoc.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Last year, Izzy Dame dressed up as Twisted Alice.
Yes, from what is it? Alice Madness Returns.
That's right.
And
so
who did she face last year?
Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu, who was dressed as
just her. Oh yeah. Sally.
From Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Back tally if you want, and we'll have Halloween on Christmas.
It was fun. It was a casket match.
Aerosmith ragdoll living in the movie.
But that being said, great episode of NXT. The women from both Evolve, NXT, and TNA, they pulled out all stops. Kudos to all of them.
All right, fantastic. And who'da thunk it? Our sweet little innocent scary girl, Tatum Paxley, is the one who cinches the W in this round. So
yeah,
on that one. Unbelievable. Gotta love it.
All right, now let's get into...
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah.
The computer's...
Well, I'll say it very slowly. Let's get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite.
Oh, wait. Hang on a minute, Juan. We got a problem here. Ratings are low for AEW Dynamite, so quick. Let's book another 3-hour broadcast to have AEW Dynamite, and then immediately following that, we get Collision. Boom, on TBS and TNT.
No.
Because that's exactly what they did.
No.
3 hours, baby.
No.
Because Because if history has proven anything, is that 3 hours of wrestling always works for ratings.
I said no.
Now, the good news is, we're not going to be reviewing all 3 fucking hours, because I actually took a look. The first 2 hours is AEW Dynamite, and the last hour is Collision. And I saw what happened on Collision, and trust me, even if I wanted to talk about it, there's really not much meat on that bone.
I don't want to.
I know. Yes, Mr. Quake, Tony Khan is desperate.
Yeah, especially now that Nielsen has updated their new rating system, and it's kicking AEW square in the gonads.
Wop wop. All right. Now, that being said, there's some good things that we do that deserves to be discussed. Let's start things off with the opening segment, which features the AEW Women's World Champion Chris Statlander and timeless Toni Storm in their famous last words before Wrestle Dream.
Oh my god, so much fucking text on this fucking... okay, yeah, no. Oh my lord.
You know, Tony Khan, sometimes less is more.
Especially less Tony Khan isms.
Exactly. Now,
this is so annoying that K-Storm left.
I know. Damn. Look what you did, Tony Khan.
You made my wife leave.
You drove my sister away, you asshole.
You made my sister... No, you made my wife leave. How dare you?
Anyways, and so in this segment, it's basically a backstage promo segment moderated by Renee Paquette. And honestly, she's just there, sitting there in the middle, just to be there. These two women share their last words. Of course, timeless Toni Storm still pushing the whole thing of like, who am I without the AEW Women's World Title? I need to find out. I need to find that answer.
Okay, listen. I saw a clip, I believe it was last week's Collision or 2 weeks ago, where Toni Storm was addressing Chris Statlander in the ring, and they ended up lying down in the middle of the ring, talking to each other with their heads adjoined as if they were like stargazing or something. And it was a weird moment for them, because like Chris Statlander managed to match Tony's energy in terms of being like weird in the promo, but she went ahead and she matched it. You could have saved that for Dynamite. Nobody's watching Collision.
Nobody's watching Collision. Shit.
Fuck, man.
And because of that, now you're making Collision numbers on Dynamite.
Oh, this is painful.
Of course, Chris Statlander was not going to take the sitting down. She also shared that she is a defending champion, and that she's always constantly evolving as the most dominant woman in the galaxy. Yes.
She's still the Space Queen thing.
And then both these women decide to leave the room and decide to march down over to the wrestling ring, and they decide to fight yet again. They start fighting and
fight.
Yep, these two girls had fight. Toni Storm was able to reverse Chris's finishing move, and Chris was able to reverse Tony's. And then there was this moment where they both had this moment where one of them gets on their knees, and then passes the world title over to the other, and they're like, "Do it!" Like daring the other person to hit him over the head with the title, but they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do that to each other.
What? No. What?
Like, go ahead, hit me, do it, and then the other person would be like, no.
They both did that to each other. They did the exact same... Okay, look. Matching Toni Storm's wacky energy while cutting a promo is one thing, Chris Statlander. But don't copy the same shit you're doing with each other when you get down to the, oh, by the way, I'm just going to jump you and try to mess you up before our match. Like, don't do that. Or at the very least, have it so only one of the two fucking does it. Jose, if it was you booking, first off, congratulations. It's now everything in AEW is your fault.
Okay, continue.
But secondly, most importantly, if you wanted to book this opening segment, this opening portion of the show, and you wanted a moment where either Statlander or Storm is like kneeling and begging the other to like go ahead, smash me in the face,
like wrestling their own conscience.
No, smash me in the face with the belt kind of thing. Who would you have kneeling, and who would you have the one holding the belt? That's
a very good question. Honestly, I would be It would be, I think in my case, it would be Toni Storm kneeling and Chris Statlander being the one to hold the belt, because Chris Statlander is, of course, the perennial babyface, and she's the newer champion compared to Toni Storm.
Whereas Toni Storm, she is very much her own lady, and she's the one who's trying to prove whether or not if she can still be a worthwhile wrestler, even though she's not the women's world champion. So yeah, it would work that way.
Precisely.
It would fucking work that way. And you know what? It would work the opposite way, too. With Chris Statlander wanting to say, like, no, you know what? You want to be the champion so badly, then this is your opportunity. I won't stop you this time. Go ahead and smash me in the face with the belt, Toni Storm, and let's see if you really are as great of a champion as you are. Because if you are, and if you're really the dastardly crazy bitch that everyone loves, you'll smash me in the face with that belt, and no one will think twice about it, because you are timeless, Toni Storm, and you cannot be defined without that championship. And Toni would be the one wrestling with her conscience and shit. You know? Either one of those two works. But not together at the same time!
Well, no, they don't do it at the same time. They take turns, first.
That's what I mean. Do one or the other, not both.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It is.
You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Much as I like AEW, hey, Tony, best way to increase ratings, rehire Abaddon and push the fuck out of her, bring back and push the fuck out of Britt Baker, DMD. I'm loving Toni Storm and Chris Statlander promos, just imagine how great the rematch will be. I know, like, you've got ingredients. And it's like, Tony Khan is finally getting to the portion of the cookbook where you actually learn how to bake a cake. It's a piece of cake to bake a plate of cake. It could be tasty. You follow the recipe of the book. You know you can't be lazy.
Oh my God.
But you know what the problem is? Motherfucker overdoes it. He overdoes it in his proportions. He does too much flour. He does too much egg. He does too much cooking oil.
It's tragically overcooked.
No, it's not tragically overcooked. He overdoes it, and then he's going to take the frosting and he's going to put it on top of the raw batter when he throws it in the oven. You don't put the frosting on until after it's baked.
Booker of the Year, according to Wrestling Observer many years ago.
This guy's Tony Khan.
Anyways, so let's go ahead and move on from this, and let's get over to the exciting match of the night, because if there's anything that AEW is good at, is booking 6-man tag team matches.
Holla, 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 holla.
That's right. We're going to talk about the first trios match on Dynamite, which is the team of the reunited Jurassic Express, Jungle Jack Perry, no longer Jungle Boy, he a man.
Just Jungle Jack.
Jungle Jack Perry and Luchasaurus teaming up with the best bout machine, Kenny Omega.
Versus
the Don Callis family, represented from top to bottom. You got the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Who?
You've got Hechicero and Mark Davis.
Okay, what?
Yeah. You don't have to. Don't worry. You won't remember Mark Davis.
It's okay. All right.
Anyways,
so he's just Jungle Jack. He's not Jungle Boy Jack Perry. He's just going to be Jungle Jack Perry.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of story into this match. First of all, this furthers the feud between Kenny Omega and his former friend / protege Don Callis. There's also a conflict between Kenny Omega and Jack Perry, because last year in an AEW Dynamite closing segment, Kenny Omega was kayfabe taken out by the Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada and Jack Perry, and he was taken out for a good while.
Ew, the nerve.
So he's got a little bit of a conflict in trusting Jack Perry during the trios match, and there is another element in here which is also a tragic one. Last week on the Collision, Josh Alexander. Like, there was a spot where Josh Alexander had Kota Ibushi, a.k.a. Kenny Omega's best friend. He had Kota Ibushi on the top turnbuckle. He was going to do an avalanche, rolling hills move, but then something happened. Like, Josh Alexander lost his balance. He fell backwards. Kota Ibushi fell hard at ringside, and Kota Ibushi has injured his leg. He has suffered a broken, I think it was a broken fibula.
Ow.
Yes, and he said on his socials that he will be out of action for about a year or two. He won't be able to wrestle for another 2 years.
That's the long bone of the leg. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, in kayfabe storyline, Kenny Omega is going out for revenge against Josh Alexander for what he did to Kota Ibushi.
The nerve.
The nerve, indeed. So you see, AEW is telling stories, Juan. You just gotta squint hard enough. You know, you gotta dust off that fog off your glasses.
Do I look like Brock from Pokemon to you? There is no amount of squinting at the screen that can make this shit make logical sense to me. Okay,
you gotta clean the fog off your glasses. You know?
I mean, even wearing my glasses to this shit. And I wipe the lenses on my glasses like a freaking neurotic fiend, okay? I am freaking nerved in the brain. Let's see. Did not see the 6-man as it was going. Please tell me Josh Alexander didn't have to sell for Jack Perry. Yes, Josh is better than him, says Vicente Guerrero.
No, the good news is Josh Alexander didn't embarrass himself by selling to Jungle Jack.
Good.
But we do have pictures of the match, courtesy of AEW. Yo-ho!
Yo-ho.
Here we go, folks.
Mr. Quake saying Tony Khan's a desperate man. At least going one-on-one with Kenny Omega makes more sense in the part of the match here. Josh Alexander clearly taking this is like a freaking clothesline?
A flying clothesline from the top turnbuckle. Yeah, no.
Okay, I was about to say, why did it look like he was trying to go for like a bulldog with the positioning over here? I don't know.
No, it's all good. But yeah, no. Actually, in the beginning of the match, it looked like Josh and Kenny were going to square off, but then Josh immediately tags in Hechicero to be like, "No, fuck you." And then later, as the match progressed, we see Kenny Omega and Josh Alexander squaring off in the middle of the ring, as you can see.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Everybody got a chance to shine during this match. We see Hechicero delivering his spinning backbreaker onto Jack Perry. Josh Alexander busts out Suplex City onto Kenny Omega, but Kenny Omega was able to stop him at his third German suplex. Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in a lie here. Jungle Jack did sell for Josh Alexander.
No, Josh Alexander did sell for
Josh Alexander did sell for Jungle Jack.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? He's getting paid. Get it how you live, Josh.
No. No. No, this is self-abasement. This is masochism.
Oh, God.
Okay. What's the name of that guy from Limp Bizkit? I think that was a lead guitarist who always did, like, weird-ass makeup and had a bunch of weird-ass, like, contact lenses and always did his hair looking fucking weird.
Wouldn't he eventually become Skrillex?
What?
I don't know. I think I know who you're talking about, but at the same time, I don't know who you're talking about.
The dude from Limp Bizkit.
Fine, look up Limp. Fine.
Okay, I'm over here fucking showing you
members of the band.
Westmoreland.
Thank you, Westmoreland. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, never mind.
What the fuck?
Sorry about that.
What the fuck?
Westmoreland.
Skrillex. What the fuck are you?
That's my bad. I am tired.
You're tired. No, look. Westmoreland would put on weird fucking berserk face masks. He's fucking had his fucking face looking like a friggin' psychopath in the early years. You remember the creepy weird makeup?
I remember now.
Is that where you got your freaking inspirations on some of your stuff from? Like with this blacked out full sclera contact lenses over here.
That's actually really cool.
Okay.
We're getting distracted.
No. I'm trying to get to a point.
Okay.
Do you remember how Mad TV made fun of Limp Bizkit and how Fred Durst was an egomaniac?
Keep posing.
And they actually had whoever they had dressed as Westmoreland doing his makeup, but in like a freaking pink frilly ballerina suit with a tutu and everything.
Yeah.
So you agreeing to wear this because Fred told you to in the video? That's correct. And why would you agree to that? I'm a whore for money. That's Josh Alexander! There! Oh my fucking lord. I am so sorry, Vicente Guerrero. You can go beat up Jose later.
Oh God, no, please don't. Anyways, so after that embarrassing moment in the ring, we continue on with the match, of course. We see Kenny Omega delivering an incredible moonsault from the top turnbuckle.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Josh Alexander isn't just jobbing to Jack Perry. He's jobbing to everyone here. Did Luchasaurus get a piece of him?
Yes, he did. Luchasaurus was able to deliver a devastating choke slam onto Josh Alexander.
Did Hechicero and the other forgettable fuck get a chance in the ring at all?
They did. They got their asses kicked by Jurassic Express, and near the end of the match, Jungle Jack and Luchasaurus execute their own version of the Doomsday Device to pin and win for their team. Your winners, Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega.
I am so sorry.
But look, Juan, see, he's wearing pants now, and he's got facial hair. Jack is a man.
Jack still looks like a freaking high school twerp. I don't give a fuck how much.
And he's only 2 inches shorter than you. He's 5'10".
Josh Alexander is Timu Kurt Angle. Oh my god, Mr. Quick, no. Oof. He used to be Kurt Angle calibered over here. But nah, he took the money from AEW. Oh my lord.
Yeah, man, we thought you were going to be our Kurt, but you ended up being Charlie Haas.
Ow, what the fuck?
And speaking of ow, unfortunately, the heroes cannot celebrate for too long, as the Jurassic Express were jumped from behind by the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, because the Young Bucks will be facing off Jurassic Express at Wrestle Dream for a $500K cash prize, because they need to get
$500,000?
Yes, because they need to make their money back after gambling at the Hard Rock Casino over in Fort Lauderdale.
No, they're stupid and they lost their money, so fuck them. No.
Yeah, they jumped the Jurassic Express. They were going to hit the BTE trigger on Luchasaurus, but then Kenny Omega stopped the Young Bucks, and they have another moment of, like, conflict. Another moment of will they reunite or will they not reunite. But then Jurassic Express were able to fight off the Young Bucks and shoo them out.
Oh my god, please, no. Just throw the whole Bucks out, please. I'm asking nicely.
Well, we can't, Juancho. You can't have All Elite Wrestling without the Elite.
Yes, we can. Yes, the fuck we can.
Because otherwise you'll just have All Wrestling.
I'll take that as a fucking challenge. I don't give a fuck.
All right, now, this one right here, this actually requires me a transcript because there's a lot of dialogue over here that I need to read out loud. And it is a face-to-face segment featuring Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. Now, to give a little context, these two men will be facing off again in an I Quit match at Wrestle Dream. Jon Moxley beat Darby Allin in a coffin match at All Out, but Darby Allin is not done with the Death Riders.
Oh my god. You actually have this shit. You pulled up a transcript of their crazy ass Bizarro World fuck up logo of a big promo segment? What in the shit am I going to be subjected to?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to hear this. I don't know if I want to hear this.
No. You're doing this.
I'm not. La 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 la. You can't make me. La 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 la. You can't make me.
Hang on. All right. So here we go.
You can't make me. You can't make me. Ha ha. I have my.
Stop. So listen. They met backstage. Here's where they met. They met in an undisclosed location, and it looked like they were meeting in. Okay, you know how in certain jails and prisons you have like these talk booths where you come in for visitation and you talk behind a glass.
Yes. What?
You know, I forgot what those are called.
Know. No, but what?
Okay, they had something like that set up in a private setting for Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. They're both separated from each other. They're behind a glass, and they can still talk with each other. And here are the words that were.
What?
Hang on.
Hold on. If this was this can only be shot at a jail or some shit. Who was the prisoner? Who is the visitor?
We don't know.
Who is the bailiff?
Don't think too much.
I'm thinking more than Tony Khan is. Somebody fucking explain this.
So Jon Moxley said this. Here's a quote. Heck of a situation we've got going on here. Let's make sure we're all
in a jail cell, and I'm playing jail wife to a dude named Twinkles.
Hang on. Let's make sure we're all understand the implications of an I Quit match. In Toronto, there was zero chance you were going to put me in the coffin. That game was rigged. That was never going to happen. This game is rigged in both directions. You will never quit. I'm certainly not going to quit.
Hold on, Jose. Who are you talking as right now?
This is Moxley. So
okay, listen. Do a Moxley voice.
All right, fine.
Do a Darby Allin voice.
All right, fine. Here's fine. Do I have to do voices? Fine.
Because you're reading it yourself, and I don't know which sides are which.
I'll tell you what. I'll do Moxley voice. Here. I'll do Moxley.
They both talk like dorks.
All right.
Please, you do the voices.
As Moxley, heck of a situation we got going on here. Let's make sure we all understand the implications of an I Quit match. In Toronto, there was zero chance you were going to put me in a coffin. That game was rigged. That was never going to happen. This game is rigged in both directions. You'll never quit. I'm certainly not going to quit. So what are we going to do, man? I'm out of ideas. What do you want to do? How's this going to end? If you want to be on the right side of history, it's never too late. To which Darby Allin cuts him off. It is, John. I wish I could, but I can't. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about joining the Death Riders. I understand the cause. I understand what it is you're trying to do.
What the fuck is he trying to do?
But it's
No
you.
one ever explains it.
But it's you. It's you I don't respect. This is about Danielson. I saw what you did to him. Why would I want to go to war with somebody who could stab his brother in the back? Why would I want to go to war with someone that finds someone so disposable? Someone they consider family. To which Moxley, so incredulous, and said, Brian? Is Hill talking about Brian? I did the best I could for Brian Danielson. This is a war for the future of our sport. This is a war for the future of our craft. And sacrifices need to be made.
You don't sound drunk enough.
Our decision... Well, he got clean.
Good point.
Our decisions have to be made. That isn't tough for me. You don't know what sacrifice is. You don't know what it's like to have weight on your shoulders. None of you do. To which Alan responded with, When I was on top of Everest, and I held that flag on top of the world, I saw AEW represents freedom.
You notice how we never actually got a photo of him holding the AEW flag?
Hang on, we'll get to that.
Where did that go?
Hang on, we'll get to that. And I see what you're doing. You're slowly chipping away at everything that represents this place. Everything that makes this place special. And I'm going to hang that flag in my house and remind myself every day what AEW gives me. But before I do, I'm going to wrap it around your throat. And when you say the words, I quit at Wrestle Dream, all the Death Riders that blindly follow you are going to realize that your words don't mean a thing. And this whole operation you're running is going to come crashing down. Moxley, still calm, said,
Okay, so you're quoting from the AEW website.
Yeah.
That explains it.
It might not mean anything to you, Darby, but I have never lied to you. Your opponent at Wrestle Dream isn't not me. It never has been. It's never the guy standing across from you, no. Every time you go into the ring, every time you climb a mountain, every time you jump your skateboard off the top of a building or a bridge, or you set yourself on fire and shoot yourself out of a cannon, you're fighting ghosts, the spirits, demons of the past. Whatever it is, not my business. But I played the game. I played the game a lot. I fought a lot of ghosts, and it never ends well. Chasing highs, trying to prove to the world that you are indestructible in the most literal sense. That is a selfish game, and I am not selfish. The biggest difference between me and you going into Wrestle Dream is the thing you cannot get through to your head. This is not about me. And then all of a sudden, then Darby Allin gets ambushed from behind by Pac, and then Pac beats the shit out of him in the booth. And then the segment ends with Jon Moxley exiting the booth and nodding off at Pac, because they did their job and they jumped the shit out of Darby Allin.
Oh my God! I'm the edgy. No, I'm the edgy. No, I'm the edgy. I'm the edgy. No, me.
This
no,
is so maximum edgy. It's so bad. It's good, in my opinion.
You have to understand something very important, Jose.
Uh-huh.
You are the edgiest hedgy in the entirety of existence. And if you're laughing at this horse crap, that just goes to show you how bad it was.
Yeah. I was going to say, did you want a hot tag?
Don't touch me.
Okay, never mind. So, what war, Moxley? What is your mission?
No, seriously, in all honesty, I really do want to know what the fuck is this whole mission of the Death Riders that was
Never fucking explained! Not ever!
not ever. Contraction? Never.
I like how Jon Moxley tries to be all metaphorical and tried to say, like, oh, you're fighting your ghosts, you're fighting your evil spirits and shit.
What in the fuck? What evil spirits are you talking about? What ghosts are you talking about? If you're going to say shit, make the shit that you're saying make sense. Oh
To
my
quote,
god.
to quote White Goodman, oh, now he's a philosophizer.
Thank you, Matthew Coburn. Exactly. This is like Zack Snyder levels of edgy, hedgy shit.
Well, TBS and TNT are owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Listen, Darby Allin's face paint in this picture looks like Dustin Rhodes in his Black Rain TNA days. I liked the Black Rain gimmick, and Dustin hated it. It says it was the worst time of his career.
Well, yeah, because he was overweight and he was also knees deep into alcohol addiction and drugs.
Better than 7?
No, it was worse.
So much worse.
So much worse.
All right.
It was worse because at least Dustin had the good decency to drop that shit instantly.
Let's see. Vincent also says Moxley sounds so try-hard, wanting to cut a badass promo, yet failing. Thank you, exactly!
So this one gets double. It is the best and the worst segment of the night.
Mr. Quake was saying, I give olive oil to John Moxley. Thanks, man. I've seen it more and more obnoxious, rude, condescending, etc. Battle of the Edge Lords, Darby Allin. Edge was more genuine. Michael Glory Hole. Yeah, and Matthew Coburn was the one who said, no one's Snyder edgy. Oh my god, thank you, Matthew.
I think I get what I'm trying to understand John Moxley's character at this point, because he's all about, making wrestling seem real. It's gotta be real. None of the bullshit.
Okay, but all the stupid shit he does makes it look faker. Literally, he takes skewers to the head.
He took a fucking he took fucking Spike to his back.
Yeah, the spiked baseball bat or whatever, the spiked 2x4, whatever the fuck.
Jesus.
Matthew Coburn, Walter Hamada is getting more work in Paramount's horror film division. Suck it, Snyder. Ha! Appreciate it.
All right. Let's move on to the match that I really didn't care for. And you know what? Considering that these two factions had a huge street fight on last week's edition of AEW Dynamite when they went on Title Tuesday when they returned to the Daily's place, this one was this feels like a step backwards. It was just a regular tag team match between the Hurt Syndicate and the Gates of Agony.
Okay, so, I only saw a little piece of it, the ending piece, but you'd think that this has the makings of a promising tag team match. It's the Hurt Syndicate, for crying out loud. They don't fail. They never miss.
Exactly. No, actually, no. No. You see, now I gotta get on my soapbox because I do not like this booking at all. Because let me explain something to you, Juan. Let me explain something to you. So at AEW All Out, The Demand, Ricochet and Gates of Agony, they defeated the Hurt Syndicate, right?
Right, so that would have been the end of it.
Nope.
Unless the Hurt Syndicate wants to get theirs back.
And they did, last week, in a street fight. And they won. So now they're 1-for-1.
So this is the tiebreaker.
Not really, because they have another trios match against each other at Wrestle Dream, and guess what stipulation it is?
What?
It's just a regular trios match.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I hate it. I hate it.
No, they did this backwards.
Yes, this is backwards because you can only go higher from a street fight, because if you already did a street fight with lots of weapons and lots of cool shit,
You mean lazy booking?
you have to go higher than that. You don't go lower. What the fuck?
Okay. It's first you have a standard match. Then you have a match that places a restriction on the wrestlers. A steel cage match, a submission match, or something like that. Something that would make it so that neither one of them has a clear advantage, but they are both held down by a very specific set of rules within the match. And then the third match is the one where you go all out and you get bloody and crazy. That is how you build a freaking program! You dumbass!
Gates of Agony won the match.
You're not even gonna give it the fucking oxygen, are you?
No, because I was more excited of last week's street fight with both teams, and this one feels like 3 steps backwards.
I don't want to.
Ugh, come on, Tony
Too
Khan,
bad.
you need to do better, man. The Hurt Syndicate deserved better.
Too bad.
Motherfuckers.
Disintegra, still I marked for the Gates of Agony, but I missed their teaming with the Machine Brian Cage.
Yeah, that meant something.
Not this ridiculousness with Ricochet.
Ugh. Sorry. Oh, you mean Ricocheted because he throws shade on Twitter?
Oh my god.
Haha, get it?
Twitter
Ricocheted. Twitter Ricky. All right. Yeah, right. I already did my bad segment. I already mentioned it simultaneously with the Moxley shit, so we're going to go straight to the main event. And this is for the AEW World Trios Championship. As the defending champions, the Ops, represented by Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata, go up against the team of La Facción Ingobernables, LFI, represented by the Beast Mortos, Dralistico, and Bruce, accompanied by Sammy Guevara, the newest member.
He joined La Facción Ingobernables?
Yep, he betrayed the Von Erichs.
What the... Wait, the Von Erichs were still in AEW?
Technically, they were wrestling in Ring of Honor.
Technically, Ring of Honor exists.
I guess.
I fucking guess. Oh my god. With apparently Hangman Adam Page on commentary. Hi, Hangman.
Hey!
Why is he staring a hole into my brains? I didn't do anything to you, Hangman. I just don't like you.
He's always looking serious.
What the hell? All right.
But that being said, all right, 6-man tag team match in between both teams. All right, so here we go. So we, of course, we start things off with the LFI. They get the early advantage. The former Black Taurus, the Beast Mortos, takes the action to Powerhouse Hobbs. Not only is he good at strength, but he's also good in high flying moves as well. We get some great lucha things off the big guy as he goes and does a springboard crossbody off the top turnbuckle, leveling Powerhouse Hobbs in the middle of the ring. And of course, Powerhouse Hobbs answers back by leveling out by knocking down the Beast Mortos with the devastating clothesline
Just
and a
say
spine.
Mortos and Hobbs. That helps you save some breath.
Thank you. Yep. So Hobbs knocks down the sugar daddy of Mercedes Moné with a devastating clothesline. Oh, you forget they're dating.
Oh my god! Thank you for that dumb reminder.
Could you imagine both of them having dinner?
No.
With Mordo still.
I don't want to imagine. Yeah, with Mercedes money eating an overdone Donald Trump style fucking steak that looks dead as a fucking doornail. You think I forgot? You think I would ever forget that disgusting looking piece of leather on that plate?
Wow.
I would never forget.
So she does eat steak like Vince McMahon.
God damn it.
Also, I have pictures of the main event. Go ahead,
Oh,
Chef.
you do? Oh, that's helpful. That would actually be fucking helpful if you told me.
No. Don't worry. I'm not going to lead you astray.
What the
And then later
fuck?
in the match, unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse for Katsuyori Shibata. He tried to fight back against the numbers advantage of LFI, but he was being onslaughted by all three of his opponents. And look at them. They hit stereo drop kicks, hitting
This is surround sound drop kicks.
surround sound drop kicks, hitting Katsuyori Shibata on all directions.
If they had a fourth guy, they would all just be freaking shell shocking him in the face first as well, and that would have been it. They were just like, okay, no, this man is dead. He just took down like almost 1,000 pounds of man meat, kicking him all over his body, giving him the most savage beating of his life in one blow. Even Shibata looks like he's just he's so sad. He's so sad.
He's so sad because he's getting his ass kicked.
So sad.
Poor Shibata.
Poor Shibata.
He has to cut his promos using Google Translate.
Poor Shibata.
Oh my god.
I forgot he legitimately has to use Google Translate as part of his promos. He's just done. He's so done.
Oh my god.
The poor fucker. No.
Oh.
No, I don't like to laugh like that. It's rude. Oh, but he has it coming.
Yes.
I don't fucking know.
And just so and if I haven't made it clear yet, this is the main event for Dynamite, not for Collision.
There is no Collision.
For precisely. Now,
No, it doesn't exist anymore. It's just gone. I don't care what anyone else says. It doesn't exist anymore.
Look, Tony Khan, if you're going to do these back-to-back broadcasts every week, you might as well cancel Collision.
He can't, because he wants to be the guy with all the shows.
Idiot. All right, now, continue with the pictures here.
I'm on it.
Yeah, because I actually want to talk about this guy right here. I want to talk about Roosh. Roosh is such a tough badass. You want to know how tough he is? During this match, there was a spot where he dislocated his shoulder, and then he went over to ringside, only to pop his shoulder back in place, and he just shrugged it off like it was nothing. It's like watching Rhea Ripley pop her shoulder back in place at SummerSlam last year.
Did he just fucking do freaking Riggs from Lethal Weapon bit where he chalks his dislocated shoulder back into place? Oh my god.
Yes, and it looks cool doing it.
Gross.
That guy's a tough motherfucker.
Why is he copying Andrade's pose here, being tranquilo?
Because Andrade used to be in the same faction with Roosh and Dragon Lee.
But Andrade's back in AEW.
Oh, speaking of Andrade, yeah, no, he was absent for a couple of weeks, and that's because he violated his 90-day non-compete period
When he showed
with the
up
WWE.
for AEW. Oh.
And as a result, WWE issued a cease and desist order at AEW.
Oopsie doopsie.
Well, that's what happens when you don't read your contract in fine print.
Oh my lord.
Eh.
Let me look in the chat before we continue here. Solo Sokoa is soft. Chris Gallegos just came in the chat. Hello there, Chris
AEW
Gallegos.
sucks like garbage. Ouch!
Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Mordos is dating Monet. So random. Opposites really do attract. The same with Terry Reynolds fucking New Jack.
Anyone with New Jack was just weird.
Weird. All right.
Seriously, he literally just ended a match which wasn't meant to be a bloody hardcore match at all by rolling out of the ring, grabbing a knife, and just stabbing his opponent in the back. Like legit stabbings.
That was weird.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Now,
Oh god!
picking back the action, Samoa Joe gets the hot tag, and Samoa Joe levels out all the members of LFI. And then the Ops were able to finally fight back against the bad guys in the ring. And the match ends when Samoa Joe grabs Dralisico and chokes him out with the Coquina Clutch, earning the submission win. Your winners and still the AEW World Trios champions, the Ops.
All right, congratulations over here, Ravens Flock. I'm a big fan of yours. Appreciate that, Chris Gallegos. Thank you for that. I'd rather have one promotion at WWE, NXT, TNA, and AAA, not AEW. The thing is that we continue crapping on AEW all the damn time, but only because we know that it's got the ingredients to be way better than it's been presented. I got your action figures, Raven. We're not Raven. We're not the wrestler Raven.
Yeah, buddy. Pops his shoulder back into place. Yes, what a total badass. Roosh for casting of Riggs if Lethal Weapon gets remade.
I'd rather he didn't.
And then after the match, of course, Sammy Guevara gets in the ring. LFI tries to jump the Ops. And then Hangman Adam Page joins in to even the odds. And that's where we end Dynamite.
We're not going to go into freaking anything involving AEW Collision because A, that's outside of the purview of our show, and B, that's not really Collision. Collision doesn't really exist.
Pretty much. All right. So now that we got that done out of the way, we're gonna briefly talk about the main event of this year's TNA Bound for Glory.
All right. So
for those who don't know, TNA Bound for Glory is basically the number one marquee pay-per-view event in TNA history. It is their WrestleMania. If WWE has WrestleMania and AEW has Double or Nothing, TNA has Bound for Glory.
Yeah, and that makes sense, I guess. All right, and of course,
this
like
year,
as I said, we had a big time main event over here.
Yep. This year's Bound for Glory took place over in Boston, Massachusetts, with the main event for the TNA World Title as the defending champion Trick Williams from NXT that puts his title on the line against Mike Santana.
All right, for weeks, almost months now, Mike Santana has been chasing the TNA World Championship, and for time and time again, Trick Willie would come up with some excuse to freaking deal with not having to defend it against anyone because he's an ass.
Exactly.
Shit. Matthew Coburn, bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? Chris Gallegos, Lucha Libre AAA is west of Mexico, and Lucha Libre CMLL is East Mexico. TNA is number 2, not AEW.
Yeah, okay. No, I get you, man.
I still, just in terms of size and ratings and everything, AEW is still technically number 2.
Well, yeah, as long as Tony Khan continues to pour money into it. But hang on a second, I'm going to take a little bit of a candy break, so you keep talking for
Okay, what I actually just wanted to point out was the fact that that Trick Williams was being a little shit. dodging his opponent Mike Santana. There had been moments with Mike Santana jumping Trick Williams. I believe there was supposed to be like a title for title match, was or you know, like an exhibition of champion versus champion between Obafemi and Trick Williams, and that's when Mike Santana jumped him. Am I remembering that correctly?
No, you remember. It was supposed to be a winner-takes-all match, but the match ended in a no contest because Mike Santana...
Got started, did it?
No, it did get... It was happening.
Oh,
but
yeah,
then Trick slapped Mike Santana on commentary, and then Mike Santana replied back, and that's when we got the whole invasion thing. I mean showdown.
Oh, poo.
Shit, I meant showdown.
You meant to say showdown.
Anyways, so let's talk about this match. Like Mike Santana, he came in sporting some incredible war paint. Like I think Tom pointed out on commentary, it may have something to do with like Native Americans, like being tied to his heritage. Like Mike Santana is Puerto Rican, so. And honestly, I didn't know that.
Is this it, or that just looks like there's blood on his face?
Oh no! Oh shit! I sent the pictures to you and not in the correct order.
No, you did not send it in the right order.
All right, let me see here. Bear with me, folks. Yeah. Start off with that one.
Jesus.
All right.
So that's the okay. So his makeup is across the across the face.
Yeah, he's got that red streak mark across the face, and it's some sort of like paying homage to like I guess his Native American ancestors.
Yeah, well, he is Puerto Rican. I guess like a traditional old like Puerto Rican native style or something. I guess I don't know.
Something like that. That's new to me. So you'll have to excuse me. But that being said, like the match started off immediately when Trick Williams tried to introduce himself, and Mike Santana had enough of this shit. He starts beating up Trick Williams. They take the fight over at ringside. The match hasn't even. Well, actually, the bell hasn't even officially rung.
Okay. It was it's in regards because since he's purely Puerto Rican, it's because of the native tribe there, which are called the Taino culture. And there is actually displays of modern Puerto Ricans participating if they've got membership in the tribe, where they actually do sport this war paint. Where they do sport this traditional paint.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you for that fact, Juan.
The more you know.
The more you know.
The Taino is, and they originally named the island Boriken.
Oh,
that's where Boricua comes from.
I get it now. Yes. Holy shit, we're learning more and more about Spanish culture.
Yay.
Yay! Awesome. All right, so as the action continues over at ringside, the bell hasn't even rung, and Trick Williams turned the tables around on Mike Santana and slammed Mike Santana headfirst into the ring post, causing Mike to bleed, to bust open on his head.
So that explains this.
That explains that. Thanks to Trick Williams for that.
Did that wash off the face paint already? It's gone on the across the side of his face. Now
it changed positions. It went from horizontal to diagonal. I mean, to vertical. Very soon we'll see diagonal, and then it'll take the form of an X or a plus.
Oh my lord!
No. But anyways, but getting back to enough of that silliness. Yeah. We're going backwards. We're going from right to left.
All right, now we know what we're doing here.
Yeah. Nope.
My bad.
I said.
Right to left.
Right to left. You went left. Anyways.
Oh God.
So Trick Williams then takes control. Trick Williams takes control of the match and starts leveling out Mike Santana. He delivers this incredible like avalanche bookend from the top rope. Booker T would be proud of you, sucker. Yep. He also lays in his other trademark moves. He hits him with the pop-up fastball punch onto Mike Santana. Mike Santana was able to kick out after 2. And there was a moment where yeah.
Wow, seriously? Now the thing wants to show up in the right order? What the hell?
It's stupid. Don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, go ahead. There was also a moment during the match where Mike Santana had control, where Nick Nemeth had the Collier Shot Gauntlet, and he was going to cash in on Mike Santana, but then he was blindsided by Elijah.
The holy shit! Where the fuck did Elijah come from? Where has he been?
Touring.
What?
People are walking with Elijah.
I mean, they need to be speaking with Zeke. And walking with Elias. Come on, man.
Elias is dead, Juan. You gotta move. You see, Juan's in denial.
The Nile's a river in Egypt.
So, Nick Nemeth was stopped in his tracks. No screwy cash-in is going to ruin this main event.
Yay.
And then Trick Williams, continuing the punishment of Mike Santana, goes over to ringside and he trash talks Mike Santana's daughter, to which the daughter slapped
She's a kid.
slapped Trick Williams in the face. Then what's his face? Then Mike Santana lays out all of his signature moves. He hits the rolling. He floors Trick Williams with the tope suicida, lays him out with the rolling buck 50, and then finally, he dodges the trick knee and hits the spin the block to pin and win. Your winner and new TNA World Champion, Mike Santana.
What the
The
fuck?
The dream has finally been fulfilled. He finished the story.
Cut it out.
Yeah, you're right. This wasn't like Avengers Endgame levels of awesome, but it's still
Like
cool.
WrestleMania Endgame. No,
But
what?
this will never be shat on, because then he shared a great moment in the ring where he got to embrace his daughter after winning the title. He finally brought the championship back home to his family.
Yay.
Yay!
His daughter's rocking her dad's vest and rocking Boricua pride up in this.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Yay, that's sweet.
Aww. Especially during Spanish Heritage Month. Well, actually,
Yes.
is it still Spanish Heritage Month?
No.
No, never mind. Juan, your thoughts on Mike Santana finally winning the TNA World title?
Well, it was well deserved, and finally he's showing everyone what he's been trying to tell everybody all along, that he is worthy of being a world champion. He's not just a tag guy. He's not just a mid-carder.
That's
he
right.
is championship material. And the way that they were able to fold this in with the whole thing of, hey, I want to show people that I can provide and show my family that I am good for this kind of stuff, and I want them to have the good life. And we've got an arrogant-ass champion who keeps ducking him in the form of Trick Willy Wonka.
And who doesn't even go here?
He doesn't even go here! Thank you! I guess this is sort of trying to find a way to reset the status quo. All we got left is Jada Parker with the TNA Knockouts
Nope.
Championship.
Kalani Jordan.
I meant to say Kalani Jordan, my bad.
It's okay. Don't worry.
It's just a matter of time for her to lose the TNA Knockouts World Championship, and then everything will be back to normal-ish.
Yeah.
Except, of course, for all the cross-pollinating that we're doing over here. But I digress. Nice little wrinkle added in with Nick Nemeth trying to cash in. Elijah, of all people, stepping up. Random as fuck, but I'll take it.
Hey, man. Mike Santana's got to have friends somewhere.
So, yeah, like, okay, so Mike did great, Trick Willie did great, Nick Nemeth did great, Elijah did great, Mike Santana's little daughter did great, Rainwalt is there. A good show was had by all.
Exactly. And speaking of a good show, tonight's edition of TNA Impact, they actually had a special called After the Glory, which is basically a recap of everything that happened at this year's Bound for Glory. And I can easily give you the recap myself. I saw the pay-per-view event, and it was.
Yeah, if we're gonna go for it at this point,
It's just
we should just ring the bell. I think.
Yeah, just ring the bell.
Yeah, I figured.
So, if you want my recap, I'll give you the recap. The pay-per-view was absolutely fantastic. We had great moments we had some great matches in this pay-per-view event. Nick Nemeth and Frankie Kazarian became co-holders of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet somehow. It's weird. We had a great the Inspiration retained their Knockouts tag titles against the Elegance brand, or what's left of it. So that's awesome. What else? Oh yeah. And Steve Macklin regained the TNA International Championship against Frankie Kazarian in a one-on-one contest, and that was very much well-deserved. Let's see here. I'm also thinking, yeah, that's right. There was one match that the fans were really shitting on, and it was the aftermath of the X Division Championship match, Leon Slater versus Javon Evans. It was great high-flying action. It was amazing. What they didn't like was Dark State interfering, and the match was ruled as a no contest.
Boo! What the
That
fuck,
was some
Dark State?
bullshit.
You don't even go here.
Exactly.
Javon Evans, we can excuse because he's challenging over here.
Yeah.
Right? But no, Dark State, no, you don't even go here. You don't even go to this school.
And speaking of people who don't go here, Kalani Jordan successfully defended the Knockouts World title against Indy Hartwell. We got the in-ring debut of Gia Miller against Tessa Blanchard.
How did that go, by the
That
way?
actually went a lot better than I thought.
Please tell me that the race is lost. Please.
Unfortunately, no.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
But the Hardy Boys did come out on top, defeating the Team 3D in their final match together. And Team 3D took off their boots, gave it over to the Hardys, and they pretty much
walked off into the sunset. The Dudleys,
along with Spike Dudley, who made a surprise return.
What?
And he's bald now.
Well, he's been bald for years, but no, seriously, Spike Dudley showed up.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
It's crazy.
That is so cool. One thing, what happened to the other Dudleys? There's like Big Dick Dudley. There's also the other fucking Dudley boys.
I don't have time to go through the whole family tree. They cut it and made a table out of them.
Good point.
But other than
no
that,
other Dudleys involved in all this shit. They all just fell off.
Well, let's be realistic, Juan. The wrestling fans remember mostly is the Dudley Boys and Spike Dudley.
Good point.
That and to drive the point home, they even showed footage, old WWE footage from 2000s of all the tables, ladders, and chairs matches the Hardys had against the Dudleys.
And of course, Edge and Christian involved in there, but they can't show Edge and Christian.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because we've got Adam Copeland and Christian Cage instead.
At least we don't have Cope. But yeah, no, overall, Bound for Glory was a success all around. And give Mike Santana all the flowers. He absolutely has earned the TNA World title. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Them booking back-to-back with Collision is not going to do anything to help with ratings. No one's going to sit around and watch wrestling for 3 hours.
Like, they literally, Raw has walked that shit back, and they're the ones who started this nonsense after WCW folded. Okay, WCW started trying to do 3 hours of Nitro. Look how well that ended for them. Raw was in some of its worst booking, or at least some of its most dreary and underwhelming booking while it was running 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, no.
Because if you have 3 hours of television, that means that you have to cram a lot of cool shit for 3 hours to keep your viewers engaged. Because otherwise, if you don't, then people are going to tune the fuck out. Case in point, the matches on Collision didn't live up to nearly anywhere near the level of hype as the matches on Dynamite.
And how many matches were there on Collision? Were there 19 or some shit? I know how much Tony Khan likes to cram shit in.
Juan, look at my fingers.
3.
In 1 hour.
Okay, that's not horrible. 15 minutes per? Plus, give or take? 15,
give or take, yeah.
Approximately, 5 minutes in between each of them?
Yeah.
Roughly? I don't know.
Roughly. That being said, the Dynamite portion was fun. I mean, I actually enjoyed the opening segment. The Tony Storm part of it, at least.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I laughed the fuck out of that whole, serious cinematic segment that they had with Moxley.
Which of those idiots was the one in jail?
None of them!
No, neither.
Neither of them were in jail. There's no warden. It was closed off. It was in a private room. There is no oversight. Except for Pac, who was waiting to jump Darby Allin from behind.
No.
It was so dumb, and I fucking laughed.
Give me a real-world reason why these guys would be in a non-prison /jail set with a private room that has a conversation booth for them. Give me an actual real-life reason for something like that to fucking exist. And then maybe I'll understand. Until then, back the fuck off, fuck the fuck off, and shut the fuck up. Fucking hell, Tony Khan, lay off the booger sugar, you moron.
Gotta love wrestling! And of course, this week's WWE NXT was also pretty fun. It had an incredible battle royal with all the women showing up and showing out. We had brief reunions. We had some silliness in the ring. We got Kalani Jordan pulling off the best Kofi Kingston and getting herself back in, only to get stomped out by Jordan Grace. And Tatum Paxley winning by accident. I am okay with the result.
It's silly, but it also lends itself to a story.
Also, Matt Cardona in the ring. Anytime he's in the ring, I'll fucking cheer for him 100%.
He's
just
always
like Juan.
ready. Hell yes.
He's always ready.
You
I wish he
know
would have. I still wish he would have won, but I understand that Josh needed it more than he did.
And thank God Ridge Holland is no longer employed by WWE. Fuck you, that's what you get for breaking Big E's neck and ending his career, you jobbing fuck.
And all the other matches were also pretty solid. Let's see. We had the in-ring debut of Lucha Libre AAA's own El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. against Lexus King.
What?
And we...
The
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
what the fucking...
Just
what?
call him Wagner.
Please don't tell me his first name is Vaughn.
No. He's Mexican.
And?
Von Wagner's Caucasian.
And?
Also, El Hijo is shorter than Von Wagner. Anyways, and we also had Blake Monroe defeating Zarya using some underhanded tactics. But as good as those matches were, I picked Matt Cardona because, once again, I have a bias because Matt Cardona is fucking awesome.
Woo, woo, woo.
Now, to give you guys a reminder, folks, Angel Mendez will be returning this Saturday for Los Amigos. You don't have the updated?
Yes, I do. I just forgot to
All right.
fix it.
Let me continue then. Angel will be returning this Saturday for another exciting edition of Los Amigos Play, which is every Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube at Kick, and we will continue the playthrough of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
There we go. Sorry about that. That was me. I jumped the gun. I forgot that I didn't get this story last time. That's my bad.
It's okay. And, of course, we'll also have some more news and topics to talk about this Saturday night on the Ravens Flock at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube at Kick. But until then, Mr. Juan Arouse, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. I was checking out the last bit of comments over here. One thing, Chris Gallegos, we get it. AEW does suck. You don't have to keep saying that over and over. And yeah, Vicente Guerrero, you're right.
Samantha Irvin is my babe.
Cope Harder, haha, thank you, Matthew Coburn. With Juancho's luck, Tony Khan signs Ridge Holland. He's on Dynamite going over week after week. Please don't put that jinx on. Please say psych.
Or put him in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, put him in Ring of Honor.
Anyways.
Allegedly, that exists.
Hit it!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, become a new vlogger by hitting the join button. Until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
Alright, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and what war are you fighting, Moxley?